pictures of Ben.
Yeah, it's just.
I don't need more pictures of Ben, just Louis. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Seacourt Tennis Club for the second of today's semi-final matches of the 2025 Seacourt Silver Racquet. My name is Ben Gatenbeek. I will be talking you through the match today. We already have our first finalist. Will Flynn came through Vaughan Hamilton in straight sets, despite a little bit of a concern over his ankle. And that final will of course be played this afternoon at 3 p.m. On court right now, our two semi-finalists. First up, Lewis Williams. Lewis is a former winner of this tournament. He won it in 2015. World ranking number 12, handicap of 5. A Australian Open semi-final in 2023. This is so far his only Open singles semi-final. Coming into this, he played down in Australia at the Australian Open, where he came through Claire Fay in the first round. At this tournament, he had a pretty good win against Ben Taylor Matthews in the quarterfinal, receiving a whole bunch of handicap points. And this is now the first time in a while his semi-final. His opponent has never played a Seacourt Silver Racquet semi-final before, so uncharted territory for him. Benedict Yorston from Radley was the captain of the Oxford Blues team in a successful campaign against Cambridge a couple of years back. Played on the George Lynn Trophy team in 2022 and won 2 matches at the varsity match in 2022 and 2023. Played in the British Open first round in 2023. Didn't make it through qualifying this year, dropping to Zach Edel. But is currently on a very successful National League run. I think if he's not already there, he's very well in contention for the Division 3 MVP. If you are the most successful player in a division at National League, you get awarded a nice new racket. But that's a different competition, we can get to that another day. First time these two have played a court together. Not really surprising, given that Ben's really only starting to push into those low double figures relatively recently. Just while the players make their last few preparations. A reminder of the wonderful support we've had from our sponsors this week. Our title sponsor is, of course, Peter Luck-Hilly. Has done so much for the game over the years, especially in doing a large part of the financing and constructing of the courts at Middlesex and Wellington. We also have our gold sponsors, Duckworth Prestex Watches, Grady's Funeral Directors, and Denmead Driving Range. Seacourt Silver Racquet is, of course, a handicapped competition, so we'll be playing off of half handicaps, new innovation for this year. And then, so even though Benedict is off a 12.6, there's a restriction on the handicaps. You get floored down to 9.4. So you'll be playing off of 9.4 in this tournament. Lewis is a flat 5. And so there's a handicap difference of 4.4. You're playing half handicaps, so it ends up being 0.515. It's going to be a tough challenge for Yorston, given that he's essentially being asked to play 7 points better than his handicap. So based on that alone, you'd probably say that Williams is the favourite, but anything can happen. Expect to see a lot of dogged retrieval from Yorston over the course of this match, and some flare shots and winners from Williams. Be an interesting battle between the two. Marking today's Drew Lyons.
Introducing the players. Receiving end, we have an amateur player from Radley. His name is Benedict Yorston. And the service end professional from Leamington Tennis Club. His name is Lewis Williams. This semi-finals are best of 3, 6 game sets played off handicap in favour of the receiver. 0.5-15. First game's a level game. First game, level. Love. Worse than 3, 15 love. Done. Out of court, 15-30.
Good start here from Yorston. I think the key feature to his game is his retrieving. Aspires to play a little bit like John Lumley in his retrieving. Just has excellent speed on the court. Will chase down most of the balls.
40-15, chase worse than 3.
And chance to get on the game straight up. Williams ready for the PK serve. Snaps it down to beat the better than 3 chase. More conventional demi PK. You see the pace from Williams straight up.
Game point.
First game point of the match, playing handicap, so no juice or advantage. So Yorston takes the first game. That's just nagging play at the timbre. It's going to come up for a draft. Not the easiest serve to do on this court, because given the way the roof slopes down into the corners like that. Normally you see the more conventional high service, high side rules from the right hand side of the court here.
Okay, Rosie. Level. Cool. gallery level.
Great finish there from Yorston.
15 love.
Served the PK nice and high. And Williams on the back foot on the volley, just pushing it up onto the penthouse.
First gallery, second gallery, 15 love.
Very interesting to see how that over the course of this match, just that yin and yang between these two players. Yorston with his retrieving, Williams with his target hitting. Question is, A, can Yorston defend that target hitting? And
Last
B,
gallery.
can he avoid, when he does do his retrieving, avoid giving up too much of an advantage in the rally to Williams?
Second gallery.
Williams opens his grill account for the first time in this match. Yorston nearly had that covered, playing off the second gallery chase, so any gallery would have done. Williams playing up the court, all that beyond the last gallery line.
15.
I don't mind that, just take some of the time out of the shots for Yorston. Williams is going to hit winners that he would expect not to come back against most 12 handicaps. We've just got to be ready for the one that does come back. Yep.
Receiver lead 40-15, chase a yard. No worse than a yard.
Bold lead from Yorston.
30-40.
Right call in the end.
30-40.
That wider post could cause a little bit of trouble for Yorston. It's very hard to read. Do you need to chase that back into chase 1, chase 2, or do you need to chase it up to last gallery more than a yard worse? You don't have a lot of time to read it. Williams nearly lost his footing a couple of times in that rally. Just nagging retrieving from Yorston. You see these really long extended rallies. And he looked to try and close the point up into that winning gallery. Couldn't find it. And one too many changes of direction. Gives the point to Yorston. Game point.
game all. Level game.
Problem is, if you're a retriever, you're always vulnerable to lots of those shots going in around the timbre.
Love.
Yes, you can chase them down, but you're just going to get another one into that area. And eventually one's going to beat you. Much easier to do that retrieving from the service end.
Love.
I do like how far up the court Lewis Williams is on these rallies when he does get the advantage to go up there. Just means he can take control of it and take time out of the game. I think that's really clever from Williams.
On the list.
30-40. Everybody's 2 games to 1. 0-15 game.
Second grill of the match for Williams.
Better than last gallery. 0-15.
Manages to get the chase there. I just feel that Yorston isn't attacking those galleries early enough in the rally. Trying to lay chases of 2 and 3 against someone who's got as good a hands as Williams does. Playing the ball so late is just not a good recipe for getting a chase. You'll get errors for sure, but less so chases. So goes that drive, very Radley shot that drive. Radley has a very big nicks. You can drive into that nick, you're very likely to get yourself a chase of some description. See if you can make use of the service end Yorston, or will Williams' attack on that dead on continue? Again with the PK.
Play.
30 love, last gallery. 15 love at the change. 30 love server now.
Lewis forgetting we're playing up a handicap.
Last gallery. 30 love server, last gallery.
So rare for these top guys to be playing off handicaps. Williams happy to play into Yorston's retrieving there because the shots aren't coming back with that much venom on it. Trusting that eventually he'll find it.
30 all.
That one just stayed a little bit low for Williams. She's kind of caught flat-footed. And Yorston does take this fourth game of the match. 2-all now.
Level game. Love.
Now I can see a drag set from Yorston. Really been changing up the serve here. You can see it from a lot of the players that come out of Radley. Thinking of the likes of people who have been tutored under Chris Reynolds, thinking of the likes of Nino Marola and Leah van der Zwalman, always changing up their serve. So wherever you are watching us from around the world, we do love to hear from you in the live chat. Let us know which side you're on. Are there any Radleyans out there supporting Yorston, or old unicorns from his time at Oxford, or are there Leamington or Essex boys out there behind your man Lewis Williams? Always love hearing from you.
West to the yard. What's the chase? 1 and 2.
Very tough on a worse than yard chase to be losing at 1 and 2. Really can't do all that much better than that. Still neither player's really taken a stranglehold of this match yet. Still very much back and forth.
$40-30. Overleads 3 games to 2. 0-15 game.
Williams with the lead now and the serve. Can he press home this advantage? Finds that third grill. Yorston still not willing to hit those galleries. Trying to get everything on the floor.
Broke. 15 love.
There's a shot we haven't seen from Yorston much. Finds his first dead on of the match. Very late hitting main wall. He didn't have a lot of pace on it at all, just all control. Yorston comes back down this service end with 2 chases and a good chance to level this up at 3-all. It really has been going back and forth with the handicap. Yorston doing better in the 0-15 games. Williams doing better in the live-all games. If that continues, it's advantage to Williams because the 5-all games level. That's very good from Yorston all the way through that point. If the PK serve means that Williams has to hit it with heavy cut, prone to overhitting it, and that last ball just curving into the sidewall. Oh, that's unlucky. That's come the bottom ledge of the bando. And they're still at 3-all. Neither player really getting much of an advantage. Much of a lead.
Love. $30-15.
2 dead-ons and 3 points for Williams. Looking for another one there. Just moving that ball a couple of inches into the trough. Giving himself a bit of time to regroup after hitting that net. See if he can refocus his radar and get this one on target too. Drag serve coming up. Goes the galleries this time, is threatening to wind up for the dead on as well, but it's good to have a gallery, especially at 30-all. That points one tally, 23-21. Again, Yorston's being asked to play here 5 points better than his handicap, so he can be very pleased with that so far. He's really taken the game to Williams.
40-30, chase the second gallery.
Not going to get rolled over easily.
Game. Server leads 4 games to 3, 0-15 game.
Look at that, service points won well above 60% for both players.
Level.
Williams does a bit of limbo to get under that one before.
15 love.
Finishes it with the grill. I think Williams from this surface and has looked pretty good so far today. Yorston just has not been able to really get anything past Williams, pushing into the corners. It's just been a funny Seacourt bounce off the back wall. Williams working towards a 2-game lead, which would be the biggest of the match to date. Ends up as a very dismissive shot from Yorston off the timbre. Here, have this straight down the middle of the dead on. Yorston's trading is just unrelenting. Shot after shot after shot comes back. Williams eventually takes it with a little bit of deception. Which way is he going to go? Shaped up to go timbre, and it said it hit a lot thicker. 5-3 now, the largest lead of the match.
Chase 3. Up.
Fifth grill now for Williams, without a response from Yorston. Williams had a lot of ground to cover in that rally. Yorston was really throwing him from side to side. Williams is up to it though. He's playing up around that 4 and 5 mark. It means he's not having to worry about it doing something funky out of the corners. And sent him the wrong way there as well. Yorston definitely not out of this set yet. Williams just hitting the wall in front of that timbre there, because you've seen Yorston going across to cover it. Just brings the shot forward a little bit, gets the ball around him. And that brings up the first set point of this first set to Williams. Been a really clever play from Williams through this match. exploring and exploiting Yorston's weaknesses. And he had really good shots to back it up. Gone from 3-all to set point 5-3 relatively comfortably. There you go, see the giraffe on chase 3. Yorston's lucky that's a fault. That would have been very short if it'd come on that side penthouse. Very brave serve here on a set point at Seacourt. And that would do it. First set goes to Williams.
First set, 6 games to 3. Second set, double.
Great set of tennis there. How will Yorston respond? I'm going to call it a soft PK. Takes the same spin as a PK, just hit with half speed. Not serve you really see too much of. Most of the time you're looking to get that ball to bounce on the service line near the grill and spin back. As Williams hits another dead on, his 5th.
No chase. .30.
There's that soft PK again. Oh, and it catches Williams out. Underarm twist, game point, 40-all. Too much height on it, just got a little bit too much spoon on that. You need to hit your underarm twist quite flat through the ball. Not easy to do, or to do well rather. Frustration there from Yorston. Match could just be slipping away ever so slightly now.
More than a yard worse than last gallery. .15.
Another drag here from Yorston. So let's have a look at the stats from that set. Half an hour in total. That's those points served that really are the difference. Serves have won 70 to 60%. Both players having success from that end. But Yorston just not quite able to find enough chasers. Really hitting a good length, but just isn't quite enough of them.
More than a yard worse than last gallery. 30. Hazard chase 2.
Yes, another girl from Williams has been so strong on that this afternoon. His 7th.
Come on.
40-30. Game receiver.
Yorston on the board.
One game
First time in this second set. Williams way up the court. Not really sure what he was trying to do with it there. Trying to get the ball over the highest part of the net. Not an easy thing to be doing. First game after dropping 4 straight ones for Yorston.
15 up. No. Was 3, 15 all. Thirty 15.
After those last 3 games of that first set, the game feels like it's just gone into a bit of balance again. Williams not playing too many of the big attacking shots, just still absorbing the pressure from Yorston.
First chase worse than 3.
Now he's got his 2 floor chases. What can he do with it? Almost a winning gallery, just hits the ledge.
40-30 server.
Williams will struggle to get that back. This now for the lead. For I believe the first time in any given set. Better than 2 is a good chase to have for it. That would do it. Yorston has the lead.
Over 15 game. 15-15. Second gallery, 15-15. Love 15.
Really smart play from Williams there, just engaging in this rallying contest, and as soon as the advantage develops, he's really attacking. Great to see.
30-15.
Trusting that when he's in the rally, he's going to be hitting better shots than Yorston. For the first time, Yorston hits his first grill. Hasn't really had too much of the serve with which to do so, and also hasn't really been attacking it. Definitely a very patient game from Williams. Not something we've always seen him play. Can get a little bit impatient in his play sometimes, as we've seen a couple of times in the past, especially when he's a bit under pressure, tries to force the game on too much. But this has been really composed.
40-30 receiver, chase the second gallery.
Just knows he needs to win slightly more points than his opponent. Doesn't need to absolutely lace every point. Oh, Yorston's done really well there. Williams a bit frustrated. 3-1 down now.
3-1, second set. Level game. 3-1. Oh.
That said, match Yorston's retrieving game may be taking a little bit of a toll on Williams. Not nearly as fast as Yorston is. Nicely put away there, the winning gallery. Yeah, I think Williams may have just dropped a quarter of a yard of pace now compared to the start of the match. Not a lot, but just enough not to be hitting those shots with as much venom. Two very good chases there from Yorston. Big opportunity now in this set. Two short chases, 3-1 up. Can he push on? will Williams recover?
15 love receiver leads. Chase 1 and 2.
Knowing that a couple of dead-ons beyond the mind here from Williams. Will he stay patient and knock them to the corners? But he's got the skills to hit them. Just fractionally high.
15 all, better than half a yard.
Same again.
Lost the chase, 30-15.
That one never really threatens. Big chance now for Yorston. 4-1 beckons. Great response for the 6-3 set. Oh, that one's just coming for the bando. Just snuck in. Now 40-all game point. Good time to bring up your second grill. Yorston now with a 3-game lead.
15 game.
Just tried to turn inside that one, never really gave enough room for it. 15-15 now. Use the handicap to his advantage here. Points won 48-44.
Nope. Okay, better than 3. 15-15. Love 15.
That target hitting from Williams today has been really, really good. Just like that. Anything loose. It's going into that dead on. Definitely has been a little bit of a shift in the play. Williams looking to close the points out a little bit quicker than he was perhaps midway through that first set. And there's yet another dead on.
Server leads 40-30. Chase better than 3.
Has come all back off the back wall, back over the stroke line for a fault.
Gains the server, 2 games to 4. 2-4, level game.
anything you put in that hitting zone of Lewis Williams, he will find that grill. That's his bread and butter shot.
Houses 1 and 2, 15 up.
What do they always say about that crucial seventh? That one just stayed low off the back wall. There's really a dead spot just there at Seacourt. We're seeing both players caught out by this match.
Fifteen 30. 15-30.
These next few points are going to be really interesting. With Williams going down the receiving end, hazard chase. Lots of ways to win a hazard chase. Then after that, is he going to stick with his forcing game that we've seen in the last few times he's been down there, or is he going to engage Yorston in these rallies? Just missed the dead on. Yorston mops up with a winning gallery. Very bold shot, and it has 1 and 2. 40 all now. Once again, he finds the grill on a game point. 5-2 now for Yorston. We could be heading into a third.
Last gallery.
Remember, the final will be played today in around 2 hours' time. So one of the players, the winner here, will have to be able to start, rest, recuperate in time for that final, which could be another 3 sets against Will Flynn.
Double fault.
That's rolled around for a double fault, and perhaps worse times to serve a double fault, but it's not the best. Well done from Yorston, great kill shot there. Really took the pace off. Made sure it bounced twice before the grill. Nice and low, and Williams just had no chance of chasing that down.
15 all, 1 chase. Last gallery. gallery works for 15 of them.
England defended very well.
15 all. Last gallery. Last gallery, 15 all.
Still looking at that last game, Yorston. 2 chases here. One alright, one very difficult. That just goes into hazard second to win the hazard, win the last gallery chase.
Forty 15. Oh. Game to server.
Not quite there from Yorston. Seacourt has
Level game.
another 3 opportunities to get this final game. I'd rather do it sooner rather than later.
Clean up.
Really has levelled up that point serve statistic. That was really leaning towards Williams at the end of that first set.
Hazard worse to the yard. Clean up.
That was really just floated in.
30 love.
Yorston puts a hand up in apology for floating in a dead on. What Rob Shankman would call his signature shot. Floated dead on.
Good shot, Lewis.
Really good backhand from Lewis there. Just a little bit of cut on it over the lowest part of the net. Another girl that's never coming back against anybody. That sat on the dead-on ledge. Williams was shaping up to play a backball boast. Sitting on the dead-on ledge, was threatening to roll over into the tray. Still in play and just fell out onto the floor. It already bounced once. So unless he was going to volley that, there was not much he could do there. That's really lucky. Well, not lucky, just fortunate. But it's skill that gets you to a position where you're 2 points away from the set, not luck.
Hazard worse to the yard. Hazard worse to the yard. Lost the chase, worse than 2. 30 all, chase half a yard.
Williams doesn't get this, he's conceding 2 set points. Really good serve, it's not going to float in.
30.
And now we have 2 set points to Benedict Yorston. And he does it, Yorston takes the set. Led all the way through it, and we are into a 3rd set here. Williams going to change his shirt. As a reminder, we will have the final of the Seacourt Silver Racquet coming up in just under 2 hours' time. Do stay tuned for that. One of these players will be in that final, joining Will Flynn, the defending champion, who's come through the other side of the draw. It's been a fabulous week of tennis here at Seacourt. And a reminder once again to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor, Peter Luck Hilly, and our gold sponsors, Duckworth Prestex Watches, Brady's Funeral Homes, and Denmead Driving Range. Players just taking a quick break for a change of shirts between sets. We will be back with you shortly. There we go, there's just all of our sponsors. While we wait for players to properly return, we've also got our silver sponsors, Contura Orthopedics, Wilson Halligan Recruitment, Belch Addison Solicitors, Bentley Telecom Broadband Services are our silver sponsors. Our bronze sponsors, SRS, John Ward Princecrest, and Jones Brothers Flat Roofing. Great to see the Seacourt local businesses here in Henny Island get behind their big tournaments, the biggest handicap tournament for professionals and top amateurs in the UK, possibly in the world. I'm not sure that the other tennis playing countries really have an equivalent of a handicap tournament for professionals. Be happy to be corrected if I'm wrong, but I'm not immediately aware of any. This tournament has been running for 52 years and had its 50th anniversary 2 years ago, and has been a breeding ground for
Let's hear everyone, one set all. Final set, level game.
breeding ground for future talents alongside some world champions. Into the final set now.
Clean up.
Fantastic play from Yorston, really covering all of the court, as he's done all day. Still looks fresh as a daisy. Williams at full stretch during that rally couldn't Might get enough on it, gave Yorston the option for the grill. That's a bit wild.
30 all.
Got what it deserved, really. Williams not hanging around anymore. Wants to get the job done.
Just on the edge.
Just hit the edge going on the way up on the demi-piqué. Always amazes me that can be called from the net. Yorston trying to negotiate back a first serve.
First game, receiver, final set, 0-15 game. Worse than last gallery.
Thought that almost hit his foot, just bounced slightly before it. So let's have a look at the second set stats. Half an hour again. So both sets taking half an hour. Williams are really struggling for the chases, and that one just 14%.
0-15 love.
Grills evenly shared between the two. After Williams took 6 or 7 in the first set. Unanswered. A really good shot from Yorston.
15-0-15. Worse than a yard.
Finding that great length to beat the chase. Let's do it again on this point here. Worse than a yard to chase now.
What's the chase? Love 15.
That's not going to do it.
More than a yard worse. 30 love.
Yorston just thinking there was a chase already there. Not to be. Back in position for the more than a yard worse chase. Williams hitting winners again and again and again, and Yorston just chasing them down as we've seen all day long.
15-30. More than a yard worse.
Loose serve. Can't quite punish it though. Good legs from Williams there in that rally. Had to go up and down the court several times. Just can't quite find it in that final ball. Yorston comes back down the service end with a chance to level up the final set at 1-1. Surely all this running about must be taking a toll on Williams by now. Over an hour into the match, about an hour 20 since they stepped on court for their knock-ups. Remember, there's at least 2 more sets to be played today by one of these players. The consequence of having to finish all the matches by the end of the weekend. If this is an open event, you're not allowed to have players playing more than once in a day.
One game all, final set, level game. Love.
Great play by Williams there, finding his 11th dead on. Just looks like he's got the determination to get this done, but it's not easy for him out there at the moment. Yorston really chasing everything down. And just the shot quality that Williams has to produce. The requirement gets tougher and tougher and tougher as the rally goes on. Been a good result from Yorston here, no matter how it finishes, taking a set off Williams, even if it is off 0.5-15.
Lost the chase and the game, 2 games to 1.
Of course, would love to push on and make a Seacourt silver racket final. Definitely still within reach for Yorston. That was just rolled out of the nick. 2 very good serves in a row here from Williams. Really putting Yorston under pressure. Can the ball to kick sideways off that back wall.
T&RA. 15-30 server.
Williams looking really dialed in now. Just has pushed through to another level in his shot making the last 10-15 minutes at the start of this set. Did that first one really well. Just hit that Yorston was going up to the galleries, cut it off, but not with enough bite to get a winner, and didn't have the back of the court covered.
Receiver lead 40-15, chase a yard. 1 yard.
With a cut shot there. Not really sure that was ever going to achieve anything. 30-40 now. Big point now. Really a tricky read for Yorston there. If that ball is a slightly different line, that's going to slide back out along the main wall. As such, he overran it. Now Williams comes down here with a really big opportunity to make a 3-1 lead.
40, chase a yard.
That won't do it. Lewis Williams 3-1 up now. Can you push on to another Seacourt Silver Racquet final?
Hazard half a yard. 15 up. Okay.
Drew's called 30 love there. I'm not sure that's quite right.
Half a yard.
Yorston struggling a bit there. All of a sudden he's got a lot of work to do. So 40 love now, 3-1 to Lewis Williams. Yorston just for the first time in the match is looking quite tired. This change of ends a little bit laboured.
Hazard half a yard. Hazard half.
So hazard chase now for Yorston. And that's just not good enough on the hazard chase. Williams now with a 4-1 lead.
This is an 0-15 game.
Just can't quite believe it. Just letting it slip through his fingers a little bit. Looked so strong in that second set. Dismissive. Very, very dismissive. That double-handed backhand shot. It says, thank you very much. Take that. And the response from Williams is much the same. 12th dead on. Averaging 4 a set at this stage. Pretty good striking, all things considered. Really has had much better success finding that grill as the match has gone on. Yorston couldn't find any of them in the first set. Much better now. Yorston can't afford that at this time, and he knows it. 2 points for Williams to take this to 5-1. So Williams takes 5-1 lead. Yorston up against it now. All to do here. But the world number 12 has shown in this last set just why he deserves that moniker. His stroke play has been much improved.
Second gallery.
He's been less and less willing to play into Yorston's eagerness to rally. He's been looking to finish the points faster in the way that suits him best. Yorston just cannot be hitting those shots at this time. Really getting frustrated with himself. That's not how you're going to win a match from here. I think he may have lost it in his head already. It's definitely doable. We've seen comebacks from this or worse position than this before. You need to be calm and composed in moments like this. And that's why Williams has looked so much better this set, playing the way that he wants to play, not trying to needle it into the corners like Yorston would like, but Very happy to hit hard and straight. Watch out, Drew. That was very flat. 2 points away now for Williams. Just trying to cut that off before the wall. Didn't quite read the length of it, Yorston. Now Williams comes down looking to defend 2 chases to take the match and lock in that final against Will Flynn.
Server leads 30-15. Chase the second gallery. Second gallery.
Great retrieval from Yorston throughout that rally. At the end, it's just not quite enough with that ball coming off the bando above the winning gallery. Match point now for Williams. Chase 4 pending.
Chase 4. 40-15.
That will do it. Williams is through to the Seacourt Silver Racquet final, where he will face off against Will Flynn in a match that promises to be very hard hitting. Watch out if you've got front row tickets. The ball will be coming your way. Match statistics for that 3-set match: 1 hour and 25 minutes. Yorston having the bulk of the serves in the end, but Williams just pushing through that last set, hitting a lot of dead-ons. My name has been Ben Gatenbeek. It has been a pleasure to have you with us for this semi-final. Don't go anywhere today. Get yourself some popcorn, settle down in front of the television or the phone or the tablet, wherever you happen to be around the real tennis world, because we'll have the final for you in just under an hour and a half's time. Once again, a big thank you to our sponsors, our title sponsor, Peter Luck-Hilly, and our gold sponsors, Duckworth Prestex Watches, Grady's Funeral Homes, and Denmead Driving Range. And we will see you back here at 3 p.m. Goodbye.